I'm going to explain you about conversion. As we know, we have done all these sessions. What is our today's topic? These things we have done. So today's topic is conversion of data type. So today I'm going to talk about how we can convert data type from one data type to another data type. So let's create a new class. I'm giving a name. That is my fourth session, and I'm going to open it. Well, I'm just going to select everything by pressing Control A, and I'm going to delete, and I'm going to start writing my code. So let's start with our class, which is a keyword. I'm writing here the name of my class. Fourth, I'm coming to next line, creating some space for me to write. I'm creating a public static void main. Well, you can see about all these things in my first session if you're new to the programming, or if this session is very first session for you, please see to my all sessions step by step, means attend all my classes, then only you will be able to understand in a proper way. So I'm just writing a public static void main, which I've already explained in my first session. I'm opening round brackets, opening brackets here, and creating a structure to write a code. So it's all ready. And I'm going to press Shift Control I so that I can arrange my code. So now it is arranged, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start writing a code here. So guys, what I'm going to explain you is how you can convert. For example, I'm taking here int a, and I'm writing here some value. That is my whole number, you can see. And if I want to convert it into the integer, how to do it? This is my float b. I have taken this variable. So if I want to put my variable a into b, or I just want to put the value of variable a into b, how to do it? So simply I can write this like b is equal to a. Because you need to remember one thing, like integer and float, these all are are sub data types. For example, the super form of integer is long, the super form of float is double. So while you're putting your low range data type to high range data type, there is no loss of a value, there is no loss of a data, which can be done very easily. All right, but when you're putting your high range values into low range data types, so values are going to trim somehow. So that is a risky thing. So which you need to do it by your own. Well, if you talk about conversion, guys, we have two different types of conversion. We have implicit conversion, we have an explicit conversion. I'm going to take a new screen. I'm going to explain it to you that I'm having two different types of conversion, guys. So the topic is conversion, and I'm having two different types of conversion. First is implicit conversion, and second I'm having is explicit conversion. So what we do basically, in explicit conversion, we mostly convert low range data type into high range data type, and that can be converted by Java also, because there is no loss of value. But if you talk about explicit conversion, and explicit conversion, what we do, like we just convert high range data type into low range data type, which is basically, where you are going to lose some value, some data you may lose. So what we do in such cases, this we do at our own risk. That are also known as forcibly conversion. You forcefully converse, you forcefully convert your high range data type into low range data type, and you do it this by your own. Means programmer need to write a code by this own. Java is not going to do it by its own, because here you're going to lose some value. So that is the reason it is in the hand of a user. That user is needed to be convert, high range data type into low range data type, and that is known as explicit conversion. So this I'm going to do it here on Blue.js screen. Coming back to my code. So guys, integer is a low range and float is a high range data type. So if I'm putting 2 to b, it would be 2.0. So I don't need to do anything here. I'm just writing here system dot out dot print ln, and I'm simply printing here b. I'm going to show you the output. I'm clicking on compile. You can see I'm not having any error, and I have not done anything. I have not done any typecasting here. I have not written any data type here. I'm quickly going to my dashboard and I'm going to run it. Void main, and I'm going to show you output screen, and here is my output. That's 2.0. You can see it is the integer value is converted into float. Okay, and what I can do is, for example, if I want to convert my float value into integer, then what can be done? For example, the float is 4.5. This is my float value, and I'm not having anything in a, but I just want to convert my b to a. So simply if I'm writing like this, that simply if I'm converting my b to a, it is not possible. Why I could not do it? Because if directly, if I'm putting, if I'm doing directly like b to a, how the value is going to come, like, because float is 4.5. So float, that value that is 4.5, exactly you won't be able to take it to A. So when you are pushing 4.5 forcefully to A, so only 4 is going to come. Point 0.5 you are going to miss. Means this is a loss of data, you can say. This point 0.5 will not going to come into A. Now, what this line is saying, if you see, this is saying incompatibly types, means possibly losing conversion from double to float. Exactly, that is, this is my value, means float. I'm just putting 4.5, and this is my float value, and this value as it is, I'm going to put it in A. So what is going to convert? I'm just going to write here because I just want to convert it into integer. So guys, I just need to put round bracket and I need to write here integer. What is the meaning of this code is A, I'm not putting up anything, but B has a value 4.5. I'm writing a literal, that is F, because this is float value. And I'm forcefully trying to put B into A. I says like, please convert B into integer and put it to A back. And A value I'm going to print here. Now you can see guys, I'm having 4.5 in B, but I'll be getting only 4 in A because 4, 4 is a whole number. 4.5 is a decimal number which I could not take in A because A is of type integer. Integer says only whole number. So if I'm having any precision, any decimal value, if I'm putting forcefully into integer, I'll be getting, only the value before precision. I may not be getting the value. I'm not going to get a value after precision. So I'm just going to click here on compile and I'm going to show you the output screen. This is my home page, guys. I'm just going to right click here. I'm clicking on void main. So here I'm having output. You can see I'm getting only 4. So this is a difference between, implicit and explicit, because implicit you just can convert low range data type into high range data type without any loss. But explicit, basically you have a high range data type. So when you convert it into low range data type, you're going to lose some conversion. That is the reason it is also known as forceful conversion. And the rights are totally given to the user because user need to do it by its own. Java is not going to do it by its own. So guys, this is our reason. This is known as explicit or implicit conversion. Well, if you want to convert, you can convert any number. I'm going to take here an example of character in the same code. I'm taking here char and I'm writing here C. And what I'm doing here is C, I'm putting some value. As you know, only single inverted comma is allowed here. And I'm putting, a capital A here, which is a character. And I'm going to convert, this entire, like this C into integer. How to do it? And if it is happening, what is going to come up? So I'm just going to paste a thing here and I'm writing here C. But C I'm converting here into integer, means I'm just going to write here int. And I'm going to click on compile. You can see the code is correct. I'm coming back to home screen and I'm going to explain it to you. Then like how a character can be converted into integer, and if it is going to convert, what value I'm going to get. I'm going to show you the output screen, guys. You can see the output screen says 6565. So why capital A is converting to 6565, guys? So let me explain you one very important concept here. One very important concept which I'm going to explain you here, that is ASCII, American Standard Code of Information Interchange, guys. So what I'm going to do here is, here, I'm just writing it ASCII. What do you mean by this, guys? So ASCII is American Standard Code of Information Interchange. That means American standard. It is a standard. It is American standard, and this is a code. While you're interchanging any information, so that is a standard code. Means it is a standard. Like it is same. It is unique everywhere, all around the world. Any computer, any machine, you just convert capital A into number, and you are going to get a same number. The meaning is this, that we all have a different machines, guys. Machine understands different types of languages, different types of standards, different types of things. So they have made a one unique and a common standard, so every machine will be able to understand the same thing. That is ASCII, American Standard Code of Information Interchange, guys. In American Standard Code of Information Interchange, they just give some number to capital A to capital Z. Similarly, small a to small z, they've given some number, some number, unique number they have assigned, which is a standard, which is fixed. You can try in any system. 0 to 9 they have assigned. Even for all symbols, at the rate, hash, you can use all the symbols. They have assigned some number, and all these things, all these things you can take it in a character and you can convert in a number, and you will get to know. Like you can see this code. What basically I'm doing in this code, like I have converted capital A. Similarly, what you can do is, what you can do is you can convert capital B, capital C, and you will get to know the range. So I'm just going to apply indentation here. I'm going to arrange my code, and then I'm going to explain you how you can find out ASCII code for symbols, for numbers. So guys, my code is indented. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this thing here, and directly I'm going to write a character. Now how to write, you can see here, in place of C, in single inverted comma, I'm writing here capital Z. So you know what is going to happen? I don't need to write C every time here. Whatever I'm putting inside C, that directly can be replaced with C, that directly can be written. Like, it is not always possible, it is not always compulsory to hold a value into variable. If you want to print a value directly, you can print it in system.out.println. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to find out, the capital Z ASCII value. Similarly, I can copy, I can go at the end, I can paste, and I can write here a number also in single inverted comma, but always guys, this you need to remember. This time I'm going to write here hash. I can write here @ also, and I'll be able to know. What I'm going to do is I'm just coming to the next line, and I'm going to paste it again. And this time I'm writing here @. So @ when you write, you will get to know the number, ASCII number assigned to @. I'm again going to apply indentation, and I'm going to run it. My code is arranged. You can see I have explained you the conversion also, like int, how int can be converted into float, float can be converted into int, character can be converted into integer. Next, I'm going to teach you how integer can be converted into character. So there are many conversions. You can convert any data type into any other data type. Only the difference is somewhere you are going to lose data, somewhere you're going to get an entire value, implicit or explicit. You need to understand. This is our interface, the console you can see. So this is capital A, capital Z, this is one, this is symbol, hash, and @. So you will get to know these numbers. These are a standard number, these are unique numbers. You can see any system, you can do it in any system, and you are going to get it the same. This is the meaning of ASCII, American Standard Code of Information Interchange, guys. I'm coming back to my code. Now, or the opposite of this, I'm going to tell you, means abhi, right now we have done like character to integer. We are going to apply now integer to character, like how to convert a number. So here I'm having a, and I'm just putting up here 65. For example, 65 is some number. I just wanted to know which ASCII character, which character is going to come on this 65. This is the ASCII code of some number or some character, or what it is. I just need to find it out. So how to do it? I'm just going to paste here system.out.println, guys, and I'm simply writing here a, because a is my integer, and this a I need to convert into char. So you can see, guys, a few minutes back I was writing here integer because I just wanted my character to convert it into integer. Now I'm writing here integer variable a because I'm having something in my a, and this a of type integer variable, or this is of type integer. This is a data type integer, and this I'm converting into character. So I just need to write here in round bracket char. So my a will be converted into char, and I could see on my output screen, because 65 is a ASCII value of capital A, so I'll get to know it. I'm going to run it now. System.out.println char 65. I could not write here a because in a I have just stored some other value. If you remember, a has some other value, because I've just done some changes here. This is the b, that is float, that's I converted into integer. This I've given to a, and that is the reason my a is not printing. So if I want, I can overwrite a. I can give some other value to a 65, and putting semicolon. And here in my last statement, in place of 65, I could write a. And I can convert this a into character. I can click on compile. I can go back to my home screen, and I can run it. So this is my home screen. I'm just going to right click here. I'm clicking on void main. So now my output screen is ready. You can see the output screen. This is char and this is a. This is char means this is my comment. In caption, I have written char. This is char, and here when you convert a into character, you will be getting like which ASCII is for. This 65 is a ASCII for capital A. So guys, this is all about like the conversion. I've explained you how you can convert like integer into character, character into integer, integer into float, float into integer. So all these conversions I have explained to you. So see you to my next class. Thank you so much.